Hey guys, Electronics here. Quick update on the rest of the stairs down to the basement. I'm just putting the stringers in place. I have one of them actually strapped in. Nothing's fastened to the other boards that go across there. And then I'll have to do the treads and risers, but shouldn't be too much longer. Just about to put the second strap on the second stringer, and I'll go from there. And I'm using galvanized 8s into the strap here, and then I'll be doing 16s in here, like toenailed through this into the other the block there. Down at the bottom, same sort of thing, except there's no straps. It'll just be 16s toenailed from the front of the stringer into the kicker. And then it'll be on to squaring everything up, cutting out the Advantech, and putting on some treads and risers. So I just finished these last 3 steps here. Pretty basic. Lots of extra glue in them. I'm actually noticing the spot where I have circled here. I don't know if you can hear this, let's see. It's kind of bouncing a little. I think it's because it's slightly warped, so I think I need some more screws. I'm going to pop some in there now, see if that solves the problem. And I also noticed, if we come back up here to this stair set, I have a similar problem right here. This is bowed up just a touch. Actually, a couple of these are, but only this one seems to have a... So this one's fine. Well, actually even that one could use a couple screws. But this one, listen. None of the rest of these do that. And I think it's because if you look at it, there's just a little bit of a gap, and this one has a bit of a gap as well. So I just need to tie the front of the tread to the riser. And I'm going to try that here to see if it fixes it. If it doesn't, I'm going to take this whole tread off and start over. Same with this one, but this one's still drying, so I think I have a shot if I pop some more camo screws in there. But yeah, the joys of making stairs and never wanting them to squeak. Catching it early. So one thing to note here, these stringers were normal 2x12, and there's 3 of them across there. These are pressure treated because part of them ends up in contact with the concrete, and like I've said before, you can't have ground contact with something that's not pressure treated. So we have a sort of interesting, let me see if I can get the camera way down here. So you can see this stuff is not pressure treated. The Advantech is not pressure treated, obviously. So there's just a small gap here. This happens to be a 1/2 inch between the floor and it. Since it's not really going to get overly damp or anything down here, a 1/2 inch should be sufficient for this. But I did want to keep this one off the ground. There's a kicker right behind it anyway, so it's not like there's like a big gap or something like that. But yeah, just something to keep in mind if you're ever building stairs. Anyway, so I'm going to pop some more screws into these and that, see if that solves my squeak problem or eventual squeak problem, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, that seems to have done the trick for now. I'll check back in a few days, but what I did was I just added on a few of these steps some additional screws right into the riser of the level below, and also on the back side, coming in from like one of these risers straight into the back of a tread in a few places that just were a little uneven, like a 1/16 or so probably, maybe even less than that. Anyway, so I'll check back in a few days, see if it's still squeaking. Alright, that's all I got for you for now. As always, thank you for watching. See ya!